The other thing I want to bring up is codependency. Okay, a lot of people don't know what this means. I'm like, oh, I'm not codependent. Nope, don't have that issue. Let me tell you, I think a lot of us do. A lot more than we think. You know, you get into a relationship and you're like, yeah, I smile, I'm really sweet, I'm gentle. And then you get into a relationship and then you go, why are you always in a bad mood? Can't you just feel better? Why you gotta be stressed out? Can't you just feel better? God, why? And you know why I want them to feel better? So I can feel better. And let's be honest, when our partners are stressed out, okay, sometimes it feels good if they could just feel better so we could feel better. But when we are trying to make our partner shut down or not feel what they feel, even if it's an unintentional, at the end of the day, codependency is like, it looks like maybe you care about them, but at the end of the day, you just desperately want them to feel better so you can feel better. It's actually kind of selfish. And it can cause a lot of tension. And it just kind of creeps in. It's its own little addiction. It's almost as if you are drinking your partner's emotions, as if rather than alcohol that you're addicted to, you're addicted to the highs and lows of your partner. Where when they're mad and you see that they come in the door and they're pissed off, you take it, why are you mad today? What did I do? It's not about me, right? It's about what happened at work, and yeah, I'm making it about me. So now their bad day just turned into a worse day. I'm thinking, I got this relationship stuff. I got this, baby. I'm gonna be a pro mother. What is happening? Why do I always feel like relationships are mirrors? This is what I was just talking about. And when you are in a relationship, you're going to learn a lot more than when you're gonna learn a lot when you're single and individual, and that's its own lesson because you are learning independence, right? Well, I've learned a lot since I've been 23. I'll tell you that. I'm 32. I'm going to be 33 years old on February 15th. I was born February 15th. I'm going to be 33. That's 10 years. I've almost been in a decade of my life, and I've been so aware, and I've pretty much watched myself outside of myself and observed myself grow and learn so much through it. And I understand the cocoon phase. I understand how butterflies are made now. I understand the rebirth and the resurrection and dying to your ego and resurrecting. I get it. I get it on a spiritual, emotional. You might not see it, but you'll feel it when you're around me, right? It's an expansion of love. It's where now my heart center is open. But my whole point of this was to talk about codependence, man. Codependence in relationships. Like, stop drinking your partner's emotions. If they're mad, okay, this is what I'm talking about when I say hold your partner's emotions in my last video. I'm saying hold their give them space. Do you have the capacity within you to hold their pain? You don't have it if you don't know how to hold your pain. And so when we think we're emotionally mature and intelligent, guilty. It's one thing to know the information and the knowledge of it. It's one thing to study it and know the ins and outs of it and to tell people great advice. And it's another thing to embody it, practice it, and just have it be your second nature. It's a reprogram and a script. You have to be precise. There's precision to writing a script. And technologically speaking, when you script, you have to have the language correct, okay? So when you're reprogramming yourself, and you're uninstalling the old script and you're reinstalling the new script, you got to be precise with who do you want to be and who are you being and who are you becoming and what are your actions saying about you. So are your words and what you want to be and who you are being, are they a match, or is it just the future potential of you and you wish you could be like that and you know the information, which is great, and you love talking about it, but if you're not being it, then I don't know, man. I guess it took me 10 years to keep talking about it. You know, there's no right time. There's no judgment. There's no shame. The important part is the curiosity. The important part is the open heart and the open mind to saying, you know what, I was wrong. I had no idea. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. We have got to normalize being human. We have got to normalize making mistakes. It's part of the curriculum here on earth is to make mistakes and then come back up from them greater than you were before, to change form from where you went wrong. We are meant to miss our mark so then we can find it again. That's how we learn. That's how we expand. That's how Source experiences itself through us and masters certain lessons through our vessel. We are here for a particular purpose. Everybody has their soul mission. Everybody has the ability to tap into their full potential. There are no limits. The only limitations that exist are the limits that you set. And this is true. There's a field of possibilities that there are no limits to. It's what do you want to do, and do you believe it? You got to believe it if you want to achieve it. My dad used to tell me that all the time. If you want to achieve something, you better believe it. Alexandra the Great, Caitlin Facey. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, Muhammad Ali. Right? Protector of man. Yeah, I actually am very protective, and my mom used to call me a pit bull for that reason. And I found out, my anger I used to be ashamed of, but my anger doesn't come from self-protection. It comes from me being angry because I want to protect the innocent. It's anger that is righteous, coming from love, because I want to protect people from being hurt, from systems and people that cause harm in the darkness. I want to shine the light on that harm and transmute that harm into love, and we can do that if we bring light to it. If we bring compassion and humility, and we normalize being human again, we bring humanity back to being human through showing up and embodying what love looks like, feels like, and is. Be the love, be the change you wish to see and feel in the world. It's that simple, people. When you're looking at me, you're looking at yourself. When I'm looking at you, I'm looking at me. Okay? And then there's observations. Are you observing and reflecting? Are you internalizing or projecting? Anyways, I just made it home, and I if I read correctly, I don't know if it's today, National Coffee Day. I got a little Starbies here, little Starbs. Little Frappuccino with a shot of espresso. And it's good. Can't we did it again?